Hello, and thank you for your interest in the Apprenti program. Apprenti is a technical apprenticeship program with a focus on providing a reliable pipeline for underrepresented groups to gain training, certification, and placement within the talent-hungry tech industry across the country. As a nonprofit apprenticeship program registered with the federal government, Apprenti makes your career in tech possible through a combination of technical training and supervised on-the-job training. In this video, we will cover the following topics: the Apprenti screening process. This includes the Apprenti phone interview, the Apprenti staff interview, and the employer on-site interview. Next, the apprenticeship roadmap, including technical training and on-the-job training. And lastly, the conclusion: what's next for you? The Apprenti screening process. Apprenti phone interview. The first interview in the Apprenti screening process is the Apprenti phone interview. If highly ranked, Apprenti will reach out to you via email to schedule a phone interview. Please check your spam and junk folders regularly to ensure that you have not missed an email communication from us. To avoid missing any correspondence, we recommend that you star or flag emails containing @apprenticareers.org as important. Your prompt response is appreciated. If we do not hear back from you after 2 business days, we will take that as a lack of interest in the program and will archive your account. The Apprenti phone interview is a behavioral 20 to 30-minute interview over the phone. Please be ready to discuss your passion for technology, transferable skills, and specific apprenticeship occupational interests. If competitive, you will be selected to move forward in the next step of our screening process. Apprenti staff interview. The Apprenti staff interview is the second and final interview with the Apprenti team. This in-person interview is 45 minutes to 1 hour in length with a member of our program team. This interview is the last step in deciding your eligibility for the apprenticeship. If you are unable to make it into our offices, we may also arrange for a video conference interview. Please communicate this need with the Apprenti team if you are not located in the local area. Just like the Apprenti phone interview, the Apprenti staff interview will be behavioral in nature. Come prepared, ready to discuss your experience, transferable skills, and why you think you would be a good fit for our program. Again, prior technical experience is not a requirement for our program. If you have technical experience, we would love to hear about it in the interview. If you do not, please know that your application will not be negatively impacted because of this. Your other skills are just as important. Apprenti will reach out to you via email with the results from your interview once a decision has been made. Unless otherwise communicated to you by Apprenti, re-interviewing is not an available option if you are not selected to move forward in the Apprenti interviews. If you are successful in your interviews, you will be eligible for employer interview matching. Employer on-site interview. Once you have successfully passed the Apprenti screening process, you will be moved into Apprenti's screen pool of applicants and will be eligible to interview with Apprenti employer partners. Apprenti will match you to employer interview opportunities based on your background and interests. You cannot move forward into the apprenticeship without confirmed sponsorship from one of our employers. Apprenti may send you to up to 3 employer interviews. We send candidates to the employer interviews at a 2-to-1 ratio per apprenticeship position, and it is not uncommon for our applicants to interview with multiple employers before being placed into a cohort. The employer interview is the employer's opportunity to select the applicants they wish to move forward into the apprenticeship. This interview will also be a behavioral interview, assessing many of the aspects Apprenti covered in our interview process. Additionally, the employer will be looking for a strong company culture fit. With one of the end goals of our program being apprentice retention post-apprenticeship, it is essential that there is a good fit between you and your employer. Your Apprenti point of contact will host a prep call or disperse information for final applicants to better understand the specific employer culture and values. We encourage you to consider these items in your interview prep and to thoroughly research any employer prior to interviewing. Apprenti staff will reach out to you via email with a decision from your employer on-site interview. If accepted, your Apprenti point of contact will be in touch with onboarding instructions via email or phone. Please be prompt in your responses. If you are not selected to move forward at this time, you will be contacted by Apprenti when there is another apprenticeship opportunity that matches your background and interests. Please note that you may be subject to passing a background check with the employer partner in order to participate in the program. The apprenticeship roadmap. Technical training and on-the-job training. Technical training. Technical training is the first stage in the apprenticeship lifecycle. Apprenti's accelerated classroom training lasts 2 to 5 months depending on your apprenticeship occupation. Technical training will be offered through one of Apprenti's qualified and vetted training partners in the local area of apprenticeship. Class is typically held Monday through Friday during business hours for 40 hours a week, though you may need to spend extra hours of your own time studying or completing assignments depending on your individual understanding of the course materials. Because of the time commitment and rigor of technical training, you are discouraged from pursuing part-time work or part-time education while in the program and are required to obtain written permission from Apprenti if these activities continue. We do not want you to sacrifice your success in our program by overcommitting yourself. While technical training costs are subsidized by Apprenti, you may be expected to financially support yourself throughout this first phase of the apprenticeship. Employer partners may choose to pay you at an hourly rate or stipend throughout your technical training, but it is not required and therefore not guaranteed. Please keep this in mind throughout your application process and communicate any concerns or questions to your Apprenti point of contact. You must successfully pass the technical training portion in order to proceed to your on-the-job training placement. On-the-job training. The learning does not end once you complete your technical training. Once you successfully pass technical training, you will move into the on-the-job training phase with a solid foundation of technical knowledge that you will continue to build upon. This includes the opportunity for you to obtain any relevant industry-recognized certifications that may apply to your apprenticeship occupation. The paid on-the-job training period is full-time, typically lasting 12 months. Registered apprenticeship is a protected wage class. As a registered apprentice, you are still learning the job on the job and are not a fully qualified journey-level worker until you complete your program. As an apprentice, you would be compensated at a decreased wage that increases at specific increments as you improve in your skills. After 6 months of on-the-job training, once you have worked at least 1,000 hours and are meeting or exceeding your technical benchmarks, you would be eligible for a step increase. The apprentice salary minimums will depend on your occupational area and geographic location. Apprentices will also receive access to other company standard benefits, such as health and dental benefits and retirement savings during their on-the-job training. Throughout the on-the-job training, you will receive close supervision by other experienced workers to ensure you are successful in your learning of the role. Once you have met the technical competencies of your apprenticeship and worked 2,000 hours, typically 12 months, of on-the-job training, you will have the experience and education to qualify you for a full-time job at your hiring company. Employer partners will have the opportunity to retain you should they choose. Additionally, once graduated, you will earn your Journey Level Workers Card, a Department of Labor recognized certificate that outlines your participation in the program and qualifies you as a Journey Level worker in your occupation. This is a great addition to any resume and can make you that much more competitive in the tech field. GI Bill benefit use during on-the-job training. Apprenti does have approval with the Department of Veterans Affairs for most of our apprenticeship occupations and in most of our program's locations. For qualified veteran apprentices or apprentices with access to GI Bill benefits, Apprenti can assist you in enrolling in our program with the VA for the use of GI Bill benefits during on-the-job training. Benefits during on-the-job training are typically a monthly housing allowance from the VA based on the number of on-the-job training hours you worked that month. Apprenti makes it easy for you to utilize these benefits and assist in the initial enrollment as well as the monthly hours certification with the VA. Talk to your Apprenti point of contact if you have GI Bill benefits you wish to utilize. Conclusion. What's next? Thanks for taking the time to watch this informational video. You must complete the supplementary quiz that pairs with this video before participating in the Apprenti screening process. If after watching this video you have any further questions, please visit our FAQ page or contact us using the Ask a Question feature on our homepage.